Introducing the McLaren W1. Not just any car can be given the one title. One cars have to be the ultimate expression of our supercars' first principles. The same principles that forged the F1 and the P1. Epic power, performance everywhere, pure driver connection, and authentic theatre. Fusing the performance-driven methodologies and technologies in Formula 1 with spectacular design and scintillating driving dynamics, Valhalla is a supercar of extraordinary scope. With development now at an advanced stage, the time has come to reveal full details of Aston Martin's landmark mid-engined hybrid super sports car. As befits the ultimate driver's supercar, Valhalla is a car of firsts. Aston Martin's first series production mid-engine supercar and first plug-in hybrid, delivering the marquee's first production vehicle with dedicated EV range capability. It is also the first model to use the bespoke 4-litre twin-turbo flat-plane crank V8 engine, the highest performing V8 engine ever fitted to an Aston Martin. The Ferrari F80 is Ferrari's new supercar, a car destined to join iconic models from the 1984 GTO to the 2016 LaFerrari Aperta. The F80 is a showcase for the ultimate in technology and performance, and represents an extreme development of the internal combustion engine. Launched on the 50th anniversary of our first Formula 1 championship win, W1 embodies our World Championship mindset to strive to achieve more, always pushing the boundaries of performance. Real supercars have to have epic power. W1 features an all-new McLaren high-performance hybrid powertrain that consists of our new MHP-8 engine, our brand new lighter E-module F1-derived battery technology, and the fast and sharp shifting 8-speed dual-clutch transmission, which includes an integrated E differential. The result is the fastest accelerating road-legal McLaren ever, reaching 200 km per hour from standstill in a phenomenal 5.8 seconds. Is the first to use the brand's all-new 8-speed dual-clutch transmission, which incorporates an E-motor and electronic rear differential (eDiff). Valhalla also debuts a fresh design language, extreme supercar performance expressed with fresh form and proportion. It bears the unmistakable Aston Martin hallmarks of flawless, uncorrupted lines, and combines them with innovative high downforce active aerodynamics. Close collaboration with Aston Martin's performance technologies, the consulting arm of the Aston Martin Aramco Formula 1 team, on dynamics, aerodynamics, and materials, have brought an extra dimension of knowledge and skill to the Valhalla's design and development. This vital contribution has aided Aston Martin to push the boundaries of supercar engineering and performance to deliver a car which shines on the road and thrives on the track. For Aston Martin CEO Adrian Hallmark, Valhalla expresses the future vision for the ultra-luxury performance brand. 4 years ago, we set out on a journey to transform the Aston Martin brand by taking its historic and unmatched luxury credentials and adding cutting-edge F1-inspired technologies and class-leading performance with the aim of taking on the most successful brands in the world. With the next generation of sports cars launched to critical acclaim, we are now adding the first ever mid-engine series production Aston Martin to our portfolio, the ultimate driver's supercar. On paper and on track, Valhalla delivers the most driver-focused, technologically advanced supercar with true hypercar performance, and yet on the road, it is as usable and enjoyable as any Aston Martin. A unique proposition designed to be the most elegant and exciting product in the market. We learned to think differently from developing the ultimate hypercar, Aston Martin Valkyrie, and working with Adrian Newey. This knowledge and new methodology have allowed us to build on the strengths of our past success and position Aston Martin as a class-leading company in technology, performance, and experience for our customers who will be the custodians of this new piece of Aston Martin history, Valhalla. With a combined maximum power of 1200 horsepower, the V6 hybrid powertrain of the F80 makes it the most powerful road car ever to come out of the gates of the Ferrari factory. A host of advanced technological solutions makes the F80 the new benchmark for innovation and engineering excellence. At the heart of the W1 lies a work of automotive art, the all-new MHP-8 V8 engine. This ground-up design features port and direct injection to generate every last horsepower from every ounce of fuel, and combines with the E module to deliver a monumental 1275 horsepower with incredible responsiveness at low and high revs, pushing performance and response further than ever before. Maranello, 17th of October 2024. Ferrari today unveiled the F80 and wrote a new chapter in the history of legendary supercars. The F80 will be produced in a limited run of just 799 examples and joins the pantheon of icons such as the GTO, F40, and LaFerrari by showcasing the best in terms of technology and performance. This relentless pursuit of excellence has seen Valhalla's specifications evolve significantly from the original concept, with significant gains achieved in power output, downforce, and dynamic capability. Central to this is Valhalla's best-in-class 1079 horsepower and 1100 Newton-meters of torque hybrid powertrain comprising of 828 horsepower, 4-litre twin-turbo V8 engine, and 3 electric motors, 2 of which drive the front axle, contributing a further 251 horsepower. Sensational on-road, superb on track, a breadth of ability embodied by our F1 and P1, taken to the next level with the McLaren W1. Best-in-class power-to-weight ratio of 911 horsepower per tonne, guaranteeing ultimate driver control and engagement. This bandwidth is foundational to any one car, and the absolute pinnacle of what McLaren does best. The integrated Aero system of the W1 is our most ambitious and effective aerodynamic design ever achieved on a McLaren road car. W1's Aero system includes the all-new purpose-built McLaren Aero cell and the new McLaren Active Longtail, both integral parts in delivering exceptional aerodynamic performance. Ever since 1984, Ferrari has periodically released a new supercar that represented the pinnacle of cutting-edge technology and innovation, and that was destined to become enshrined in popular culture, intended for the most discerning clients of the brand. These cars immediately became legends in their own lifetime, making an indelible mark not only on the history of Ferrari, but on the history of the automobile itself. The latest addition to this family, the F80, is tasked with embodying the ultimate in engineering for an internal combustion engine and employs technological solutions, including latest generation hybrid technology for the powertrain to achieve unparalleled levels of power and torque. The internal combustion engine produces 207 horsepower per litre, the highest specific output of any Aston Martin. An all-new 8-speed DCT transmission sends drive to the rear axle, delivering split-second shift times and a thrilling shift character. Performance targets include 0 to 100 km per hour, acceleration in 2.5 seconds, and an electronically limited 350 km per hour maximum speed, or 217 miles per hour. Active aerodynamics, informed by a revolutionary Aston Martin Valkyrie, generate in excess of 600 kilograms of downforce. This figure is reached at 240 km per hour and then maintained all the way to Valhalla's 350 km per hour maximum speed. By using active aerodynamics to gradually reduce the front and rear wings' angle of attack to bleed excess downforce as speed rises, thereby keeping the aerodynamic balance consistent across the broad performance envelope for maximum driver confidence. The all-new McLaren Aerocell is our most advanced carbon fiber monocoque ever. The front section is deliberately narrow, while the footbox is raised and the integrated seat has enabled the wheelbase to be reduced, all to enable better airflow. Combined with the stunning McLaren Active Longtail which in race mode extends backwards by 300mm, transforming the rear of the car and extending the working area of the diffuser. The entire Aero package produces a staggering 1,000 kilograms of downforce, 5 times that produced in road configuration. Every aspect of the architecture is conceived to maximize performance, from the carbon fiber chassis and extreme aerodynamic solutions far beyond anything seen before in a road-legal car, to the new active suspension optimized to let the driver wring every ounce of performance from the car on the track. Unlike anything else in the current supercar world, the F80 combines all these attributes with uncompromising levels of usability on the road, where it can be driven with ease. This ability shaped every choice made in terms of technology and architecture to achieve the goal, which at first sight seems impossible, of creating a track-orientated supercar that's just as drivable as a production range model. All this means that the driver will spend even more time in the car and can truly get to know and revel in its performance and the thrilling driving experience it offers. Sophisticated, integrated vehicle dynamics control, electronics monitor suspension, braking, steering, active aerodynamics, and powertrain systems to achieve optimal performance and driver connection in every situation, working in harmony with Valhalla's 4 driver selectable drive modes, one which effortlessly and seamlessly ups its game to achieve new heights of performance and driver engagement. On startup, Valhalla selects Sports mode as default, with the driver able to manually select Pure EV Sport Plus and Race as alternative drive modes. Each mode has its own combination of settings for powertrain, including torque, vectoring, and hybrid system integration, plus suspension stiffness, active aero, and steering calibrations for distinct driving characters. In pure EV mode, drive is from the front axle motors only with a range of 14 km per hour and a top speed limited to 140 km per hour or 80 miles per hour. Shape-shifting aerodynamics at the touch of a button. Just like our MCL38 Formula 1 car, W1 is a ground effect car. Activating W1's race mode triggers the most extreme transformation, with aerodynamic components and suspension calibrated for all-out track performance. The McLaren W1 delivers authentic supercar theatre and is instantly recognizable as a McLaren. The silhouette sculpted by Aero, the sound a result of race-honed tuning, the interior designed around the driver, a beautiful balance between design and engineering. W1 is instantly recognizable as a McLaren. The architecture of the F80 is so extreme that the layout chosen results in a narrower cabin with a driver-centric layout, which nevertheless still offers excellent space and comfort for a passenger. This choice had crucial benefits in terms of minimizing drag and weight. The cockpit area, therefore, has a distinct single-seater feel, despite the fact that the car is homologated for 2 occupants, resulting in an architecture that we could call 1+. The primary reason for this choice was to minimize width to the benefit of aerodynamics with less drag and weight saving. This concept is completely in keeping with the motorsport world from which this car not only draws inspiration, but also inherits technological solutions. As has always been the case with the Ferrari supercars preceding the F80, the powertrain is based on the finest expression of technology in motorsport. The GTO and F40 were powered by a turbo V8 because Formula 1 cars used turbocharged engines in the 1980s. Today, in both Formula 1 and the World Endurance Championship, powertrains consists of turbo V6 ICE engines, mated with an 800V hybrid system. It was only natural then that this architecture, the same architecture used by the 499P, which was taken 2 consecutive victories at the 24 Hours of Le Mans, would be transferred into the new F80. Here though, the powertrain is further complemented by the introduction, for the first time ever, of electric turbo technology, E-turbo, which with an electric motor installed between the turbine and compressor of each turbo allows for an extraordinary specific power output and instantaneous response from low down in the rev range. For Aston Martin's Director of Vehicle Performance, Simon Newton, developing the Valhalla has been a unique and rewarding journey. The challenge for the engineering and vehicle dynamics teams has been to harness, for the first time, the immense power of the Valhalla's hybrid powertrain. throughout a combination of active aerodynamics and integrated dynamic control systems. With 1,079 horsepower, 1,100 Newton meters of torque, extraordinary performance is a given. The challenge is achieving next-level speed, precision, and exhilaration on track, while retaining the characteristics of an enjoyable and highly emotional supercar. When driving on the road, it's this unprecedented dynamic bandwidth that separates Valhalla from its class rivals. Valhalla exceeds on both the road and track, focusing on driver engagement, agility, and dynamic excellence, with a unique combination of active aerodynamics and torque vectoring. Central to Valhalla's remarkable handling and dynamic behavior is a sophisticated torque vectoring system using two electric motors located on the front axle to independently feed varying amounts of torque to each wheel. Torque vectoring is used to enhance the agility and stability of the car. Torque vectoring is an extension of Aston Martin's advanced integrated vehicle dynamics control system. First introduced in the DB12, the IVC system has been developed even further for Valhalla, seamlessly adding torque vectoring, electric all-wheel drive distribution, and regenerative braking work in harmony with the EDIF powertrain and the IPB braking system. The exterior design combines shrink-wrapped organic surfaces on top with sharp, technical aerodynamic devices below. Our Formula 1 inspired side pods work in perfect harmony with the exterior surfaces to guide the airflow around the McLaren Aero cell, featuring the new McLaren anhedral doors with integrated Aero blades, not just a theatrical feature, but also an integral part of the aerodynamic package. Performance by design at its best. Aerodynamics play a key role in the F80 with solutions such as the active rear wing, rear diffuser, flat underbody, front triplane wing, and S-stack working in concert to generate 1,000 kilograms of downforce at 250 kilometers per hour. This result is further enhanced thanks to the active suspension, which contributes directly to generating ground effect. Performance is boosted by the electric front axle, which brings four-wheel drive capability to make even more effective use of the torque and power on tap, and the new brakes with motorsports-derived CCMR Plus technology. As with all the supercars preceding it, the F80 marks the start of a new design era for Ferrari, with a more tense, extreme design language accentuating its race-bred soul. There are clear references to cues borrowed from aerospace, which underscore the cutting-edge technology and elegant engineering of each and every technical solution. But there are also nods to its hallowed protégés, which clearly declare the illustrious lineage of the F80. There are three modes available as follows: ESP on, ESP race, ESP off. Freed from the necessity of a fixed wing, Valhalla's predominantly carbon fiber body evolves the ethos of form following function to embody a new era of efficient performance and true beauty. Dramatic forward-hinged dihedral doors add supercar theatre, but thoughtful design and engineering of the monocoque and doors, specifically lowered sills, roof cutouts in the roof, and a forward A-pillar position, significantly eases ingress and egress, creating a class-leading opening. The dihedral hinges takes the door up and away from the driver and passenger, allowing the user to easily drop into the bespoke carbon fiber seats and swing their legs into the cabin effortlessly. W1 features a beautifully crafted wraparound interior, providing best-in-class visibility, driver focus, and comfort. W1 also marks the world's first application of our patented McLaren InnoKnit, an infinitely flexible, seamless, integrated, super light material. Through InnoKnit, we are able to integrate interior lighting and sound components under one surface, reducing weight without impacting performance. The McLaren W1 is the pinnacle of supercar design. Driving W1 is an incredible experience, one you feel with all your senses. This incredible supercar offers best-in-class McLaren hydraulic steering, a new Formula 1 inspired suspension concept, ultra-high torque transmission, and rear-wheel drive. A combination of unique ingredients delivering ultimate engagement in sound, speed, control, and feedback. Powertrain, internal combustion engine. The 3-litre, 120-degree V6 F163CF of the F80 is the ultimate expression of the Ferrari 6-cylinder engine. This unit produces an astonishing peak power of 900 horsepower, making it the Ferrari engine with the highest specific power of all time, 300 CV, to which the electric front axle and rear motor of the hybrid system add another 300 CV. The link with motorsports and endurance racing in particular is strong. The architecture of the engine and many of its components are closely derived from the power plant of the 499P, which won the last 2 editions of the 24 Hours of Le Mans. Commonalities with the car competing in the World Endurance Championship include the architecture, crankcase, layout, drive chains of the timing system, oil pump recovery circuit, bearings, injectors, and GDI pumps. Naturally, there is also technology carried over from Formula 1, from which the F80 inherits both the concept of the MG UK with the development of an industry hybrid powertrain. The electric motors used for the F80 are the first units developed, tested, and manufactured entirely by Ferrari at Maranello. One of Valhalla's most innovative aerodynamic features, called the door-turning vane. Airflow exiting the front wheel arch is directed down Valhalla's flanks and into ducts, which improve performance of the V8 engine and transmission oil coolers by 50%. The inner surface of the door outer is sculpted to serve as a duct, allowing air to flow inside the door, passing alongside the sides of the car and into the cooling ducts for engine and transmission. This keeps the outer surface clean and free from visible scoops and intakes. Valhalla's beauty is more than skin deep. For example, a 10-fold efficiency increase has been achieved in a simplified design for the front clamshell assembly, originally comprised of 20 separate components made from a mix of aluminium and carbon fiber. The production assembly is made from just 2 individual carbon fiber pieces and 7 kilograms lighter than the original design, whilst integrating the structure and aero ducting. A real supercar needs perfect weight distribution and rear-wheel drive. Only McLaren's Formula 1 derived know-how in lightweight engineering, aerodynamics, technology, and superb vehicle dynamics can deliver this much power and control through just the rear axle. Combined with the world-leading McLaren hydraulic performance steering and the epic stopping power of our MCCR Plus braking system, the driver is connected to the road like nothing else, making the McLaren W1 an absolute joy to drive. Aerodynamics. The F80 pushes aerodynamic performance to levels never seen before in a Ferrari road car, as testified by the 1,000 kilograms of downforce produced at 250 kilometers per hour. This astonishing achievement was made possible by perfect symbiosis between all the internal Ferrari departments working on the definition of the car's architecture. For each department, the perfect balance between downforce and top speed was the basis for every design choice, giving shape to a suite of extreme solutions benefiting a true supercar. The front end of the F80, which develops 460 kilograms of downforce at 250 kilometers per hour, was inspired by the aerodynamic concepts employed in Formula 1 and the World Endurance Championship, innovatively reinterpreted for this application to become cornerstones of the entire design. On the one hand, the recumbent racing driving position allows for a chassis with a high center keel, while on the other, the cooling system layout has freed up the entire central portion of the vehicle, maximizing the space usable for other functions. Formula 1 influences found in the extreme Valkyrie hypercar also inform Valhalla's cockpit, with clean, reductive design creating an environment to immerse both driver and passenger in an intense and unforgettable supercar experience. Foremost amongst them are raised footwells for a low hip-to-heel seating position and lightweight one-piece carbon fiber seats for maximum support. The seating position amplifies the driver's sense of connection without compromising comfort. The steering wheel shape has too been inspired by F1 and features one-piece carbon fiber armature. Driven by performance and inspired by the car's impressive credentials, an emphasis on the extensive use of composite materials has been integral to the development of this race-inspired ultra-luxury interior. Recycled forged carbon fiber, for example, provides a distinct, unique visual character, supported by high-performance coatings on the exterior, also derived from motorsport, enable Valhalla to push beyond limits. Heat management. Defining the layout of the cooling system demanded in-depth studies and painstaking development to reconcile the thermal needs of the engine, which has to dissipate over 200 kilowatts of thermal power during performance usage, and the new hybrid system with aerodynamic requisites. The aim was to design a cooling system with the least possible impact on the overall packaging to attain a functionally and aerodynamically valid configuration that perfectly accommodates both the aerodynamic and thermal demands of the F80 design exterior. The F80 is a product of a creative design study that had led the team of the Ferrari Styling Center, headed by Flavio Manzoni, to make a radical change in the visual language of the marquee, forging a link between the past and future of Ferrari design, with the intent of assimilating a host of different elements of the design language and DNA of the brand. This study first turned its attention to the aesthetics of the marquee's F1 racing cars to identify the direction for creating a car with a modern and innovative visual identity that can accommodate a driver and passenger, despite offering the uncompromised experience of a single-seater. With the credentials and exclusivity of Valhalla, Aston Martin anticipate a huge number of orders going via Q by Aston Martin to make each car truly bespoke for their discerning customers. Aston Martin have entered the industrialization phase of Valhalla, with first deliveries of the limited 999 units to commence in H2 2025. F80 has a strongly futuristic visual impact with unmistakable references to aerospace. The architecture is defined by a dihedral cross-section with its two bottom corners firmly planted on the wheels. From the side view, the rear section has a sculpted flow that emphasizes the muscularity of the entire rear wing. The front section of the car is defined by more architectural elements. The wheel arch ends with a vertical panel that stands proud of the doors, paying homage to the visual language of the F40. The compact proportions of the cabin were made possible by opting for a cockpit inspired by a single-seat racer, creating a visual perception akin to an enclosed Formula One car. A lengthy process involving designers, engineers, ergonomic specialists, and color and trim experts, culminating in an original new solution that sets the driver unequivocally as the protagonist in a cabin and transforms the car into a 1+. To experience Aston Martin's landmark mid-engined hybrid supercar, the new Valhalla configurator can be found at configuratorastonmartin.com. So, what do you think about the Aston Martin Valhalla? Let us know in the comments. So that's the new Ferrari F80. Let us know in the comments what you think. If you like this video, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.